All right, I think we are the lives. Hello, Uni. Hello, Vanitas. Hello, King. It's Monday, and Monday means live streams. And live streams right now means the Fruit of Grisaia. Hope everyone's looking forward to it. Should be good times. Hope everyone's ready for the amazing things that clearly happen during these live streams. Apparently we're gonna start Machina with our hands flailing. Hey, how's it going, Alivar? Oh, congrats on the new job, King. Alright, I'm glad that we're looking lively. Stream starto! Oh man. I think like I was in like a live stream yesterday too, and two of them actually yesterday. I obviously live stream Thursday. I live streamed last Monday. Oh man, 4 different live streams on over 3 different channels. It's been busy. Delicious water. It's good for my throat. Throat feels a little itchy. It's because it's a little chilly in here. Actually, I'm gonna turn on my space here. Give me a second, guys. Hey, I drink actual dihydrogen monoxide, Vanitas. No, I'm a big fan of drinking water. Like, water is my go-to beverage because it's really good just to stay hydrated. Very important. So, yeah, that's why I drink it. No, I don't have just water memes, unfortunately. And trust me, you guys will know. You guys will know when I'm drinking. I don't hide that from you guys either. I go, if I'm going to drink, I'm going to drink. I think it's a fair assessment. Looks like there's 4 of us here. Nice quiet start as we let other people roll in, hopefully. Or not, I don't know, we'll see. But yes, we are playing more Grisaia no Kajitsu, the Fruit of Grisaia. And expect good times. I think it's gonna be fun. Yes. If there's any game that makes me drink, it's definitely Nekopara. It's true. Although Brutal Mario is pretty brutal, so that was the thing. That had some latency issues, as I found out later on. I apologize for that. Unfortunately, at times my internet connection can be not so good. If it's not so good, that's what happens. Janitor does a good job. Keep it clean. Alright, but it is 7 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. Or Eastern Daylight Savings Time. I don't know what it is. EDT. And, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Monday Night Livestream. I am your host, animefanrk2k, here with a live stream of the Fruit of Grisaia. Last time we did stuff, I know it's very descriptive detailed description of what happened last time. And to so much to the point that you might have to just step back, watch what the last live stream was. So have fun with that. Anyway, we're going to continue our end because Makina's clearly yelling. There was a lot of yelling involved. As you can see, clearly Sachin is needed by Makina. We're not sure why. So let's find out. Oh, so I drink if I drink more. Oh man. You know what? I might do that, Vanitas. That actually sounds like a very interesting idea. At that point, I should just do a reaction video to my own wailing for Lolly Assassin video, because you know that I'm just gonna be drinking every multi-summon. Like, blah blah blah. Anyway, okay. Oh, is that every 5-star? Oh my god, that'd be terrible. Anyway. Sachi's gotta play this one straight. Knowing me, I'll get 5-star like craft essences and stuff. Oh snap. Mere moments after Makina stormed into the classroom, she runs right back outside. What was that all about? Yeah, well, Makina's weird. Oh, she's yelling again. Oh! Like a ninja. What? What's his castle? You have my thanks. Are they like still in the classroom? Makina, you have to play your roles, guys. Well, that's the role Michiru had to play. Haha! Oh, she's still talking like it. Well, they're both still talking like using the Mamushi Gohan. Dun dun dun. It can be done, guys. It can be done. A splendid feast to feast upon as we partake in this Mamushi rice. Splendid. Concluding the conversation with her standard phrase of acceptance, Sachi leaves the classroom at once. What? What? The two idiots want to eat eel over rice, and well, they made a mistake on the type of day that you eat it for normally, as Yumiko just pointed out. Wrecked. Michiru's like, I don't know how to use a computer. No, you made yourself a fool. Seriously. Wait, you were on the internet and you couldn't get the day right? Oh my god. That's why Michiru's best girl, guys. Correct. Dun 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 dun. In any case, they say eel is great for replenishing physical energy. Never a bad thing to get a little extra vigor. I'm pretty sure that's not what Yuji meant, but whatever, Michiru. Come to think of it, the Mamushi pit viper doesn't lend its name to eel dishes alone. It's also the name of a male aphrodite. Nah, Phineas, you can't take Nero. She's my waifu too. I choose a waifu amongst all series. Every series gets what I choose a waifu. For that is how anime works. My trash bin is full of waifus of all shapes and sizes and hair colors. Mostly blonde, surprisingly, or not, I don't know. Yes, man. Oh, Amane's like, yo, let's all eat together. I haven't watched High School DxD yet, so unfortunately I cannot choose Vanitas. You know, it's on my to-watch list, and I apologize, but there's a lot of anime. A lot of anime. She's like, you're unusually obedient today. She's like, I kind of want to eat it. Ah, I see. Sakagi seems to be aware that any resistance she might offer would end up in her defeat at the hands of the Demon Lord. Aww. Yep. Well, is it the end of the day, I guess? Oh, is this Yuji's room? Sorry to interrupt, but I have a question. Thank you for the sound effect. Why are you doing this in my room? It's probably because it has the most space, because he has nothing in it. Amana's like, seriously guys, it's because there's a kitchen in here. Oh, is that a compliment? Oh, Michiru's calling out. Was Sachi literally waiting for this moment? Just as Amane says, Sachi has entered the room a muddy mess. There are leaves and twigs sticking out of her hair. Although you can't see it because everything's clean here, guys. What happened?
そうか？で、下準備にはどれくらいかかるの？
Something tells me that we're not gonna have the mamushi we're thinking of.
もう少しだけ時間をいただければ。オッケー。それじゃあマキナ、サチの作業が終わるまでのつなぎは任せたわよ。
Oh yes, filler. We love filler, guys.
了解なのよさ。
Hey, Bob.
Hey Bob, how's it going?
なんだい、ジョニー。
What's up, Johnny?
約束の時間までもう少しあるし、ひつまぶしでも食べて暇つぶししないか？
It's a pun.
おいおい、ジョニー、ジャパニーズジョークなんていつ覚えたんだい？
What the hell is this act? And the filler is murder.
それこそ暇つぶしにね。はあはっはっはっは。
That reaction's so perfect. I'm like, oh my god.
ごめん。やっぱ先進んでいい？
Aww, that was.
はい。
Hey.
サチ、そっちの具合はどう？あとはこれを火にかけるだけです。
Oh snap! Sachan's cooking lesson 1.
さすがサチ。持つべきものはやっぱりできる後半よね。
Sob.
でも小峰さん、ご飯の方はその鍋でも炊けると思うけど、マムシの方はどうするの？
Seriously.
この鍋で一緒に調理しますよ。
What? What's wrong, Venice? You don't like that joke? She really tried her best.
へえ、そんな作り方もあるんだね。
Guys, can someone confirm that by mamushi rice, she knows that we meant eel?
はい。そんな調理法あったかしら？
Sakaki's like, uh-oh. Doubt. Now that she mentioned it, I'm pretty sure you're supposed to broil the eel separately, then mix it with the rice after the fact. Dun 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 dun. Just as an uneasy confusion begins to spread around the room, the pot's lid pops open and a long, slender thing emerges.
何？あれ。
It's a Mamushi pit viper, guys.
何って、ヘビじゃないの？
I love the reaction, like, what?
ヘビね。
Indeed. To be more specific, it appears to be a venomous Japanese pit viper, popularly known as the mamushi. Compared to the common rat snake, the body is distinctively thick and short. Yup, Sachi misunderstood. Oh! No second strike! After a long moment in which the world seemed to stand still, Sachi abruptly decapitates the snake with her kitchen knife. Man, people are missing this stream? Come on! Impressive swordsmanship. Oh, we're all gonna be eating this, guys! When I looked to my side, the previously enthusiastic Michiru is pale as a ghost. What's the matter, Michiru? It's just a kitchen knife. Nothing to be scared of. That's not the problem. So what is it? What? Are you scared of Mamushi vipers? What? You guys are scared of snakes? Even Japanese, poisonous, venomous Japanese pit vipers? Come on, guys.
というより、長い生き物が苦手なんでしょ?
Yes, you can have the snakehead, Vanitas.
ごめん。
She's gonna collapse, isn't she? With a few weak words of surrender, Michiru sinks to the ground with a soft whump. Dead! That snake had a family, you know. King, while you are right, not anymore. That snake had a family. Or that family had that snake. As a part of their family. Had, past tense.
じゃあ、さっちゃんが作った料理は後でみちるに食べてもらいましょうか。そうね。
She's not getting out of this one.
勝手に殺すな。
Don't just kill me off.
アナーキーの食べ物を押し付けるな。と思ったらすぐに生き返ったのよさ。
Man, she didn't have to wait 3 days either.
ヘビ嫌いなのにマムシ並みの生命力ね。
Oh, so you just have to decapitate her. What?
うまいこと言ったつもりか。
Sakai, I'm proud of that comment though.
それよりサチ、私はマムシご飯が食べたいって言ったはずよ。はい、なので私もマムシご飯を作ったつもりなのですが。あんたが作ったのはマムシご飯じゃなくてヘビご飯じゃないの。
It's snake rice! Oh my god, Lala's cooking. That'd be amazing! That would be the true chaos cooking.
ということはもしかしてみちる様が食べたかったのはうなぎの方だったんですか？
Yes, that's what she meant.
だから私はそう言ってるでしょうが。
Should have clarified, girl.
わかりました。そういうことでしたら念のために用意しておいたこちらのうな重を。
I like how she even had it prepared too.
だったら最初からそっちを持ってきなさいよもう。
You'd be funny if the eels were still alive too. And she's just like, I just have to cook it now. Today I learned that Michiru has issues with creepy crawly life forms. Also that it's important to be precise in your terminology when making a request of Sachi. The end. Life lessons learned. Amazing. Human beings are multifaceted creatures. It's not uncommon for someone who seems one-dimensional at a glance to reveal a dramatically different side under even light investigation. Many people don't stop at being two-faced. There are plenty of us out there with 3 or 4. A simple case might be a scumbag who sometimes plays the good guy or vice versa. These multiple faces are part of what make people interesting, but they also complicate our relations with others. Very true. People are tough. Sometimes. The people living in this dorm are no exceptions to the general rule. Sometimes I wonder if Makina even thinks in Japanese. Her actions and words are so garbled. Sachi's extraordinary obedience and obsessive honesty are equally mysterious. Anyone could guess there's more to those two than meets the eye. But Amena can be oddly evasive and poker face at times as well, and even our mentality derailed airhead Michiru has markedly uncharacteristic moments. I think it's safe to conclude everyone here has something of a hidden side. Meanwhile, Maki's like, so where's the Dara part of the... Say, what? I'm killing time in the lobby after school and Makina suddenly approaches me with a strange question. Dara, by which you mean what? Is that the same Dara from Michiru's tsundere? The lovey-dovey side of a split personality? Could be, dead. Wait, what? Dara is by now a fairly common slang term, where the contrasting student suggests a pointed, hostile attitude toward others. Dara implies the complete opposite, a sweet and friendly approach. The widely known tsundere personality exhibits both behaviors, creating a strong contrast or gap that many find attractive, apparently. Personally, I'm not particularly well informed on the subject. Read it in a book once. While I have some interest in the pseudo-tsundere Matsushima Michiru as a subject for observation, my curiosity is entirely directed toward the less artificial elements of her personality. The tsundere attribute itself isn't especially interesting or appealing to me. In short, I don't really give a damn. I don't give a fuck, and no one ate dinner that night. To To ask a question like that, I think you first need proof that Sakaki has Dera tendencies, or at the very least, concrete grounds to support that conjecture. Wow, reading hard, difficult. Do you possess any such evidence? For starters, I asked Machina about the premise underlying her question, on the off chance there might be some rational thought behind it. And there is no thought behind it. Look, kid! Listen here, kid. Listen here, punk. No. Really? Really? That would certainly be a striking contrast. In that respect, this theory of Sakaki seems to line up with the standard tsundere concept, but I have to say though, I don't think she really fits that neatly in the tsundere category. I mean, to be fair, I don't think Yuji even knows about it. I see. Kudere, is it? I picked up this term somewhere as well. It seems the popularity of the tsundere concept gave birth to a variety of subspecies. Subspecies of dere. The kudere in particular proved durable enough to gain its own semi-independent status. Unlike the outright aggression of the Tsun, Ku suggests a cool, indifferent attitude. The kudere feigns apathy, keeping others at a distance by means of apparent disinterest, but secretly craves intimacy. I mean, you know. To date, Sakaki Yumiko has certainly demonstrated a consistently cool attitude, if not the lovey-dovey side of the equation. Machina, do you want to make Sakaki go into dere mode? For what reason? I see. Fail! Sakaki herself happened to hear that response. Things would probably get even chillier, but I guess it's foolish to hope for anything more from Machina. And are you expecting to accomplish something by complaining to me? Listen, kid. You want me to cooperate in turning Sakaki dere? Da! Really? I quietly fold the newspaper I'd been reading earlier, stand from my seat without a word, and walk off toward my room. Just as my hand reaches the doorknob, Machina's round face reappears before my eyes, her shoes screeching on the floor. You do realize, Machina, that Yuji is the ultimate tsundere, and he's gonna be cold to you. Unfortunately, I have no interest in any of this. Go try the others instead. Yo, just get Amane in on it. Like, Sakaki totally warms up to Amane. Why? Well, it's true enough that I'm the only male in this dormitory, but I don't think that really works in my favor when dealing with Sakaki. If anything, quite the opposite. She seems to see it as something of a strike against me. I don't think that really makes... Hey, Machina? Without even waiting for my response, Machina shoves me back toward the lobby. Group meeting? A group meeting for this crap? I bet Sachi's there, and Michiru and Amane is they're against her will as well. That night, everyone except Sakaki gathers in the third floor laundry room. Amane and Sachi seem to be operating as normal, but Michiru apparently forgot about the meeting and had to be dragged out of bed. She's stifling a weary yawn at the moment. At the center of the group, Machina gleefully surveys her troops, then begins to speak. Clap, 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 batsu, batsu. Spreading a large sheet of paper on the table, she writes the letter Y with a permanent marker, circles it vigorously, and adds the note Operation Dare to one side. Something tells me Machina would not be able to do this.
榊さんがなんか全然想像できないんだけど。
I know, right?
ですね。私にはあの氷の霊障しか思い出すことができません。
Sachi, please don't discreetly insult people.
見てみたいとか思わねえのか、二人とも。そりゃちょっとは思うけどね。
Amena is just imagining in her head like Sakaki going, "Oh, Necha," and she go, "Yes, this is the best. Everyone's my little sibling."
マキちゃんがどういう作戦を考えているのかわかりませんが、返り討ちにされてしまいそうな気がします。
Painful failure. Michiru's not even talking. Amana and Sachi respond at once with outright pessimism. In the first place, we've been forcibly dragged to this point of the assumption that Sakaki has a hidden friendly side, and that's nothing more than a guess based off a common personality type. There's no real reason to believe that pattern has to apply to Sakaki. Amana knows Sakaki the longest among all of us, for what it's worth, and she's clearly not buying into the idea. It seems entirely likely that this Dare Sakaki is something of a Bigfoot, the product of an overactive imagination. That will melt her heart. That will make her become Pompeii, and this school is going to be covered in lava. What's more, we're talking about a woman prone to swing blades around when provoked. As Sachi says, if we adopt Machina's likely rash and aggressive plan, there's a possibility we'll suffer some casualties. Meanwhile, Michiru's like, "What?" But just when I think we've reached consensus, one of the group reacts differently. As a PT, Sudere, with a contrary personality of her own, perhaps Michiru being subtly influenced by the possibility of discovering a comrade of sorts? In any case, unlike the rest of the group, she seems genuinely intrigued by the idea. Oh snap. Just butter her up with compliments and she's like, oh, yeah. Or no, she recognized that was a comment in jest.
へえ、みちるは榊さんにデレがあるって思ってんの？いや、絶対にそう思ってるわけじゃないんだけど、
何ですか?
Oh my god, is Michiru actually gonna have like some sort of real evidence that might lean towards maybe Sakaki has a soft spot?
なんかあの子全然笑わないからさ、ちょっと笑ったりとかしたらそれだけでもなんか安心するというか、そう思って。
Oh snap, like Michiru is saying something adult, like she's like, you know, she never smiles, so it'd be nice if she smiled every once in a while. Oh my god. Even everyone else like, Michiru, you're supposed to be the dumb blonde. You just ruined it.
何よ、いきなりみんな黙っちゃって。私なんか変なこと言った？
Yep, you can tell Michiru's sleeping because clearly she did not wake up and be her normal dumb self. She said something actually good.
いや、なんか珍しくまっとうなこと言ったなと思って。らしくねえな、チルチル。あんたらね。
People, I swear.
いいのです、みちる様。普段のどうしようもない言動とのバランスを取るために、あえて友達思いっぽい言動を混ぜて均衡を保とうとするその心。
It's all according to Keikaku. Translators know Keikaku means plan.
私にはわかります。
全然わかってねえ。
No, you just caught Michiru like sleepy, so she was honest about what she was thinking, guys.
まあ、 みちるの言うことも一理あるし、あの鉄仮面さんにちょっとはニコニコしてもらおうってことならば私は賛成だけど。
Hey, how's it going, Casserola? Welcome.
はい、私もです。
Welcome to the nice and quiet live stream. Just hanging out, having a good time. Dun, 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 dun. Except maybe Yuji. I feel like the goal has shifted slightly from the original Dara objective. But it seems like our motive is now slightly more respectable than Makina's desire to amuse herself, so I'm not going to complain. Okay, so I guess the next question would be, what sort of operation do you have planned out, Makina? Makina flashes a toothy smirk, takes her marker in hand once more, and confidently scribbles the words, compliment carpet bombing in the center of the page. I can see Makina or Sachi or Michiru just getting this completely wrong. Uh-oh. I think you're missing the point here, Makina.
えらくまた正攻法というかバカ正直というか。
This plan was fucked from the get-go, Vanitas. What do you expect? Makina, please don't say that.
あんたもその生き物だって自覚ある？
確かにストレートですけど効きそうな作戦ですよね。
そっか？そもそも作戦ってのはもうちょっとこう交渉で難解なやつの方がいいような気もするんだけど。
I mean, realistically, if you guys start like complimenting Sakaki out of nowhere like this, she's gonna be super suspicious that you guys are planning something.
こういうみちる様のようにパスタ食っとけば幸せみたいな生き物が大多数ですし、効果は十分に期待できるのではと思います。
Oh, calling Michiru dumb.
ちょっと何よ？パスタって何よ？そりゃ好きだけど食べてる時幸せだけど。
Wow, Michiru, thank you. Okay.
好きなんじゃん。
幸せそうですね。
Aw, that's cute. Hey, I'm good at cooking pasta. What up, girl? Call me up. Seems like there aren't any particular objections. In that case, you might as well give Makina's strategy a try. We are now Makina's slaves. Everyone kill themselves. Oh. Next day. Dawn of the compliment day.
榊さん、おはようございます。
Wow, Sachi. Good mood as always. It's like you surprised her more than anything else.
おはよう、ユミコ。いつ見ても綺麗な顔してるわよね。
You sound like a dirty old man, Michiru. Thank you very much.
榊さんは目が綺麗なんですよね。だから一層顔が引き立つ気がします。
Sakaki's like, you guys are playing something, aren't you?
ちょっと何なの？
She's just getting embarrassed, actually. Okay.
そうね。でもやっぱり私は顔全体かな。小顔だし、顎もシュッとしてるし、そういうとこがやっぱり。
Sakaki, I don't know if she's like embarrassed or dubious or both.
ですね。全体的なバランスがいいから綺麗なんでしょうね。
That's a very strange way to compliment someone, though, guys.
制服もすごく似合ってるし、ねえ、どうやったらそういうってあれ？
榊さん？
ユミコさん？
言っちゃいましたね。
あら、珍しいわね。榊さんがここにいるなんて。お？マジだ。ユミさんここの風呂なんか来る
Wow, that's some very convenient soap. Thank you. Are you guys literally ambushing her in the bath? They are literally ambushing her in the bath. You like, I love this scene already. Of course. It's because Amon is a pervert. She's a bitch and she rolls around in a man's bed sheets.
改めて見ると、榊さんってバランスいい体してるなって。なんか運動とかしてんの？そうでないとこの体型は維持できないよね。
Yeah, it's just the artist of the Fruit of Grisaia. Yeah, well, it's technically censored, guys. It's still safe. By the way, I like how the watching just went from 3 to 5 the moment the boobs happened. Good job. What? A mannequin? That's not a compliment. Although she is embarrassed, though.
いいな。私もちょっとだけ痩せてお尻小さくなったんだけどさ。榊さんの見てるとバカらしく思えちゃうよね。どうにも。
At least Amana sounds like really natural in the compliments.
ユミちゃんのが岡山の桃だったら、あまねえのは植木のスイカだよな。いて。
Wrecked.
それはともかくとして、いい体してるわよね。これならユージだって。あれ、榊さん？やめてちょうだい。私先に出るわね。
She's gone, guys. She's gone, guys.
どうしてだろう。機嫌損ねちゃったのかな。なんだありゃ。生理か？
Really? Machina?
おっさんみたいなこじつけの理由つけないでよ。
Yeah, seriously, Machina. Anyway. Yo. No need to stalk past me without a word, is there?
別にあなたに用事もないもの。
Maybe not, but I don't think many people would take that as a valid excuse for completely brushing off your classmate.
それで何の用なの？
Nothing in particular, just trying to be reasonably friendly myself.
だったら私は行かせていただくわ。それじゃ。
Come on, it's nothing to get angry about. Scowl like that and you're just putting your beauty to waste.
ちょっと、あなたもあの一件に絡んでるの？
Oh, yep, she really recognized it. Oh, on what specifically? Can't say I know what you're talking about.
その、急に何か私のことを。
Oh, okay. Hypothesis.
もういいわよ。失礼するわ。
It's... I bet she's feeling like shame. She doesn't like the attention that they're giving them, that you're giving her. I'm not quite sure why, though. But she's definitely not reacting, like, quote-unquote, favorably. Holy crap, this is... Ha! The group's heavy sighs resound throughout the lobby. Look, the boobs are gone and suddenly the watching viewership just drops again. Guys, can't be like this. Next, our strategist mumbles an admission of defeat. We continue to stubbornly press Operation Data until the very end, but our barrage of compliments never produced anything resembling a positive reaction. Quite the opposite, Sakaki's strengthening resistance prompted frequent retreat. Well, I guess it's only natural that you get a little suspicious when everyone you know suddenly starts complimenting you simultaneously.
やり方がまずかったわよね。もっと自然にできたらよかったんだけど。
そうですね。フォーメーションも不自然というかミスマッチでしたし。
Seriously.
おっと、ここで大本営批判か。憲兵をよこすぞ。あんたが考えなしにやったのも一因でしょうが。後悔はせん。未来のために反省はするが。
Really? We're gonna do more of this?
何格好つけてんのよ。つか反省してね。
Well, in any case, I suppose we now know that Sakaki doesn't react to this sort of flattery.
パスタで満足するタイプではなかったということですね。
I mean, you know, pasta's good.
だからなんでそこで私の方を見るのねえ。
I mean, she'd be happy if she had it. And so Operation Dara fails to produce the desired change in Sakaki Yumiko. If anything, it seems to have brought her attitude from cool down to outright chill. The end. But there's going to be aftermath. The next day, Mary to Sakaki's room in order to drop off a package of hers that arrived in the group mail delivery just now. Normally I just leave it be, but this cardboard box was large enough to protrude dangerously out of the mailbox. I thoughtfully decided to bring it to her directly. Is Sakaki in? At this hour, she should probably be somewhere inside the dorm. There's no sign of her leaving this morning, so her room is the most likely possibility. Sakaki. It's open. The door to Sakaki's room stands slightly ajar. Sakaki's normally pretty careful about her privacy, so this is a distinctly unusual situation. Before I realize it, I'm peeking through the opening into her room. Hey, Sakaki? In the center of that room, I'm startled to find a spectacle quite unlike anything I've ever witnessed before. Uh-oh. Oh, she really liked the compliments? What is this? Oh, she actually really liked all those compliments. Oh, she just was really embarrassed. Okay. I like how Yuji's in the background, like, really? I like all the twirling around it. Oh my god. Sakaki borrowed Michiru's ego? Oh, look, oh, but look how happy she is. Oh. Yuji's gonna like be like, girl, what are you doing? I like how they keep playing the harp. It's like, really? Woo! Wind chimes! Yeah! Michiru's ego level! Aw, she was really happy with all the compliments. Oh my god! How long is this gonna go for? Sakaki. To summarize this behavior in one phrase, out of character would be most apt. Sakaki twirls in front of a full-length mirror she's placed in the middle of her room. Muttering happily to herself, she examines her features one by one, grinning broadly all the while. What kind of character is Okita Soji in Fate Grand Order? A joke character, actually. Yes, Casserola, you play from the perspective of Yuji. You actually hear a lot of his introspection, and he's definitely not like a personality-less protagonist at all. He has a very much solid personality. Although, actually, I know it's kind of weird place to like give credits to this game, like right in the middle of playing it, but the game really does, this game actually really does feel like you're getting to know all of the characters. And that includes Sakaki here, it includes Amane, it includes Makina, it includes Michiru, it includes Sachi. But it also includes Yuji. Like, even though you're technically playing from Yuji's perspective, you read his thoughts. You read some of his thought processes. You hear his comments, and you see or hear some of his comments and reactions. And it feels like you're actually learning about him too as one of the characters in the story, even though you're playing from his perspective. Like, they could have easily introduced this type of game as just like, oh, we have generic protagonists that's like super soldier and everything. But no, they gave Yuji a fully fleshed out personality, and you feel like you're getting to know him along with all of them. Like, definitely it feels like these 6 people you really get to know, and you know what, and I think that's really good. It makes this actually a much stronger visual novel game than I ever thought. And I didn't really even think about it. Like, I heard about the Fruit of Grisaia, I was like, oh, you know, but like playing it now, like, I'm very glad I decided to play this game. It's really good. Anyway, Sekai twirls in front of the full-length mirror she placed in the middle of the room. Muttering happily to herself, she examines her features one by one, grinning broadly all the while. It's hard to believe this is the same Sakaki who shot down Makina's operation. Let alone the woman who has approached the social interaction cycles between disinterest, rejection, and the occasional fit of homicidal rage. Is this Dere? Muttering a foolish question to myself, I pull my right foot backward in an attempt to retreat. Dun 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 dun! Well... But the door groans on its hinges and Sakaki spins around to face me. Uh-oh. The story is good, Max. Well, yeah, I would expect so, Phineas. Like, there seems to be, like, this underlying trend of... Because there is a reason why these 6 attend this specialized school that only has 6 students. Like, there has to be a reason for it. So, I can see that the story being good, the backstory being really messed up for each individual. I mean, like, for example, Yuji's a super soldier. He's a disposable pawn for the government from what I've seen so far. So, like, that's, like, a thing. And we don't know, like, what the other girls are here for. Makina talks about not liking hospitals, for example. It seems Sachi is very hard on herself. Like, she can't, like, she has difficulty like having her own opinions and will. Amane is apparently like 20 years old and she's in high school. And like, you know, Yumiko, Yumiko here too. Like, you know, obviously she gives a cold shoulder to a ton of people, and you know, she can't act like this in front of the others. Like, she can't just like take the compliment and be like, oh, thank you. Obviously Michiru had that moment, that serious moment, a few streams ago too. So yeah, like, no, I see it. Like, I'm seeing the signs that, and it's really good because it feels like we're dealing with fully fleshed out people, and not just like not just this is the tsundere trope, this is the lolly trope, this is the big breast trope. Like we're not dealing with tropes. We're dealing with actual personalities, people with like their own, and that happen to be here, and that makes the writing very good for this. And I'm very happy about it. It's mail just came. Got a big package, so I came to drop it off. I'll just leave that here. Oh, it just drops off right inside. Were you watching? It might be kinder to say I wasn't, but unfortunately, I'm an honest man. Tehehe, is it? Oh, the nail in the coffin. Oh, congratulations on the small butt. No, she's back to normal.
So.
I see. Okay then. See you later. I close the door and break into a full arm-pumping dash away from the scene. It's not that I'm particularly afraid of Sakaki's attacks, but I don't think there are many people out there who'd willingly choose to get slashed at by a box cutter. I'm certainly not one of them. Especially given the sincere promise of violence in Sakaki's eyes just now. But that's there, alright. No matter how slight it may be, no matter how well hidden it is, it's actually kind of pleasant to know that Sakaki does have that side to her personality. Every human being is a multifaceted creature. Seems that rule of thumb applies to Sakaki Yumiko as much as anyone else. Although, it's a very funny way of finding out. Sakaki's dare earlier this morning left a strong impression, but there's no time to reflect on that spectacle. Our group trip to the beaches today. Oh, shoot! What's more, the weather is absolutely perfect for the purpose. Perhaps someone has been earning some good karma lately. As the group gathers around the principal's car in preparation for the outing, there's a definite sense of anticipation in the air. My classmates are moving around restlessly, unable to control their fidgety, nervous energy. I would have recorded that as evidence? No, Vanitas, just let sleeping dogs lie, let box cutters be left at home. Beach stream. Yo guys, what is this? The fan service stream? Jeez, we're going from bath scenes to beach scenes. Oh my goodness. Wow, everyone looks really excited. Very important, guys. If you ever bring spoilable foods and you don't put them in like a cooler or freezer or like a cooler or something like that, bad on you. It might go bad. Or bring things that won't spoil like in a few hours or with a little heat. Man, people are missing the fan service stream. Can't believe it. Do you guys decide who's riding in whose car? Somebody tells me she forgot her underwear. Or her swimsuit. One of two. Somebody tells me that Makina and Sakaki actually dreaded the car ride over anything else. Well, in my experience, the blondes of the world tend to see this sort of event as a good excuse to boss people around. I know, right? Like, we're getting like the summer beach scenes of July, and we're here in winter. Hello there, Michiru. Tell me something. You didn't even want to go to the beach in the first place, right? I mean, but beach is usually reserved for hot weather. Well, I didn't really intend to criticize you either way. If anything, the opposite seems more appropriate. She was opposed to the idea originally, but instead of sulking over the group's decision, she's accepted it with admirable enthusiasm. I guess she's something of a flexible spirit. No, wait. Approach this from a slightly different angle, and the term simple-minded might be just as accurate. Choro. Don't mind me, I'm just talking to myself. More importantly, are you sure you have all your personal stuff? Not forgetting anything? A bunny suit? It'd probably Makina, and it'd actually just be in her regular clothing with like a bunny hoodie, and she'd just be chasing people around and throwing eggs at them. Let's not have Easter in the Fruit of Grisaia, please, because I'm pretty sure Makina would do that. Have you already completely forgotten what you said 30 seconds ago? You should double check it. You should double check it right now, Sachi. I see, but you see, Sachi. Michiru earned the title of Scatterbrain Queen precisely because she's capable of leaving things behind even under such circumstances. Are you sure it's wise to have left her unsupervised?
大丈夫よ。サチに任せた私の判断にミスはないわ。
Where are your swimsuits? You do have them, right?
それならご心配なく。忘れないようにすでに服の下に着ていらっしゃいますから。
Smart girl. Keep away from Machina, guys. I see. Good to hear. Although that kind of sounds more like something Machina would do.
おうよ。私も下にセクシーな水着着てるのよさ。後で見してあげるのよ。
I'm gonna not be disappointed and look forward to anything. By the way, I like how Yuji points that out, but at the same time, Sachi and Machina are the same age, and they are the youngest. Oh, that's something to look forward to.
もうね、私のちょっと出っ張った下腹部に視線釘付けで鼻血ブーなのよ。
Subtle bulge from under your belly button? Well, you have a penis or something now, Machina? Well, that irrepressible confidence of yours is a good thing, probably. Michiru's like, I forgot my swimsuit.
みちる様、どうかなされましたか？
サチ、その水着のことなんだけど。
もしかしてみちる様。
Yeah, I posted it in the video section. Damn, broken keyboard. Man, broken keyboards suck. Hey now, what's the matter, genius? Don't tell me your prodigious talent for forgetting things has already exhibited itself.
うるさいわね。ちょっとしたミスよ。ちょっと私寮に戻るからここで待ってなさいよ。いい、先に行ったら承知しないんだからね。
We're not gonna leave without you.
みちる様、待ってください。私も行きますから。というわけですので、すみません。すぐに戻りますので。
Don't worry, you guys will be put into Chizuru's car. I'm at a loss for words. I think that girl may be even worse than Machina.
もう、さすがの私もあんな忘れ物会の勝ち組と比べられたくはないのよさ。
Vanitas, they're not gonna leave without her. They're gonna put her in Chizuru's car. Probably.
どうでもいいのだけれど、一体いつまで私はこの炎天下の中で待っていればいいのかしら。
Skenna, I'm on this car right now, man. It hasn't even been 10 minutes yet. Bored already? I'll get you a nice ice cream cone once we get to the beach. Just try to be patient a little while longer, okay?
私を子供扱いしないでもらえる？
I mean, well, we're basically all kids. Come on. In that case, maybe she should try not to whine like one. Oh! Good thing you didn't say that loud. But I decided that actually offering her this suggestion would be more trouble than it's worth.
あ、いいな、アイス。私も欲しいのよさ。
You spelled Konichiwa wrong, Nekukirito. Alright, Machina. You've been a good girl lately. I'll buy you one later.
いちご味のやつがいいのよ。
Yo, my father anime would approve, for his favorite flavor of ice cream is indeed strawberry ice cream. Also, Rogi Shiki would approve from Kara no Kyokai, because she all too, one way or another, likes strawberry ice cream. Completely irrelevant, but you know. It's out there, guys. Information. Very well. Drop my hand on Machina's head in my usual manner. Well then, Sakaki, what flavor do you want?
だから子供扱いしないで。いらないわよ、アイスなんて。
Oh, she totally wants one, though. Then.
どう？みんなもう準備できた？
Hey, how's it going? No, afraid not. The Queen of Carelessness has returned to the dorm in search for her swimsuit, with her maid in attendance. Amane still hasn't returned with the second car either.
変ね。松島さんと小峰さんはまだしも、
車を借りに行ったのならスオさんはもう戻ってきてもいい頃だと思うけど。
Somebody tells me Amana is driving really slowly or something.
何かあったのかしら。
Where is she getting a car from in the first place?
いつもの車を借りに行ったのなら多分学園北部の資材倉庫だからそんなに時間がかかる距離じゃないと思うけど。
Should I go check up on her?
そうね。もう少し待ってみて、それでも来なかったら様子を見に行ってみましょう。
Well, there's no real need to hurry, I suppose. The sea isn't going anywhere.
海は逃げないけれど時間は経過するわ。
Got
私嫌よ、夜の海に入るのなんて。
Ah, yeah, that's true. The beach can be a little bit cooler at night. Kirito, I did specifically say that strawberry ice cream is for father anime and for Rogi Shiki. My personal favorite flavor of ice cream is probably coffee. Sometimes chocolate. I like sherbets better though. Just saying. I wasn't planning to wait around quite that patiently either, but it's better to approach this sort of thing with composure. Rushing tends to create more problems than it solves.
例えば
Right, here comes a good example.
あれ
Yes, not melted ice cream is also really nice. I want to search it for the keys.
知るかよ。
Take a look, Sakaki. This self-evidently dim-witted blonde is a perfect case in point. Desperate with the irrational fear that she'd be left behind, she clearly stopped thinking. The instant she flinched, she finished changing, she burst out of her room and dashed back over here, thoroughly embarrassing herself in the process. You see, when people rush, they make stupid mistakes. Life is just full of lessons.
確かに嫌な説得力もあるわね。
Yep. Watch its inside out. Oh my god, that'd be funny.
何よ何なのよ。水着着てこいって言ったのはあんたでしょうが。
What?
っていうか、私の水着姿見たんだから感想ぐらい言いなさいよ。
In 100 words or less? My thoughts, let's see. My first real thought would be, why are you wearing a school swimsuit? But I get the feeling that might not be the most considerate thing I could say here, as a man. When a woman asks for your thoughts, compliment her. Down any road less lies trouble. When a woman asks for her thoughts, compliment her. Down any other road lies trouble. Another lesson I picked up from my time with that epitome of a troublesome woman, JB. Looks good on you. Very cute.
ああ、そうかい。ありがとよ。
どうして怒鳴っているの？
She's just like, these are our students and I'm kind of worried about them still. I don't fully understand myself, but I get the feeling she's being carried along by her own momentum at this point. Poor girl may already be well past the point of no return.
うるさいわね。放っておきなさいよ。とにかく、これなら水着を忘れることはないわ。
You'll never forget this day ever as well, Michiru. I guess not, but what happened to the street clothes you were wearing earlier? Are you for real? Sorry, but I don't think I can justify referring to you as a tsundere anymore. You're really more of a tsundufis. Sunbaka! Sunboke! Okay, that's fair. You're a clown. Makina will now amuse herself at your expense. Alright, Makina, look at this girl and chortle heartily. That is some good chortling, Makina. You get strawberry ice cream for your troubles later.
屈辱。こんな屈辱は初めてだわ。
Dun 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 dun.
英語で言うと、
You know what? That's close enough. Your English hasn't improved either, I see.
ねえ、暑いし、私車の中で待っていてもいいかしら。
You sure you want to wait in Chizuru's car? Come now, Michiru is sacrificing what little dignity she has left for our amusement. Why not enjoy her buffoonery a while longer?
いや、別に笑いを取ろうとしていたわけでは。
みちる様、お召し物。
Yes, I also want to see Amane's driving skills.
遅かったじゃないのよ、サチ。
みちる様が早いんですよ。
It does seem like Michiru does have the advantage because she clearly has a better way of expending heat than a maid uniform. Holy crap, that thing must be stifling, chasing after this blonde crazy woman. Oh man, Sachi. Now that she mentions it, you got back here pretty quickly, considering you went all the way to the dorm.
そりゃあそうよ。何せ全力疾走したからね。飛ぶ鳥の目を抜く勢いとはこのことよ。
なんでしょう。いろいろと間違っていて軽くイラッとしますが、とりあえず服を着てください。その格好のままでは公女両族に抵触しかねません。
Oh yeah, that's true. It can be considered as indecent exposure to in some prefectures, depending.
いちいちうるさいわね。水着なんだからいいじゃないのよ。人をわいせつ物みたいに。まったく。
まあまあ、私が着替えのお手伝いしますからね。
あったわよ。
Even as she mutters a constant stream of complaints, Michiru takes her clothes from Sachi's hands, then obediently begins to put them on over her swimsuit. Apparently she's decided resistance would be futile.
だいたい私の格好なんておっぱい半分放り出して歩いてる天音の普段着に比べりゃまだマシでしょうよ。
You know what? Michiru has a point, guys. Michiru has a point. Amane is literally tits everywhere incarnate.
そういえば、天音さんはまだいらっしゃられないのですか？
Yeah, if she doesn't show up pretty soon, I'm going to go check on her.
天音まだなの？じゃあもういいんじゃない？無理してでも学園長の車にみんなで乗れば。
Don't do it. I really don't think that's going to happen. The principal's car seats 5 at most. At the very least, one of us will have to ride with Amane, and if we want a more comfortable ride, wouldn't it make more sense to have 4 people in the principal's car and 3 in Amane's?
でも天音の車はツーシーターなのよさ。
Really? 2-seater? A vehicle with a fixed passenger capacity of 2. So it's a sports car? They may call this place the Money Sink Academy, but it's pretty hard to imagine they'd have a flashy toy like JB's lying around in some dusty garage. In the next moment, a single white vehicle comes into view, crunching its way across the gravel on the athletic grounds toward us. Behind the wheel, of course, is Suo Amane, and the vehicle she's driving, no matter how you look at it, appears to be a small truck. That said, it's not a Type 73 Jeep or anything, just your run-of-the-mill mini pickup.
やあ、お待たせ。ごめんね。タイヤの空気圧調節してたら遅くなっちゃった。
Wait, adjust the air pressure of the tires. I see. Well, that's a 2-seater too, I guess. I wasn't really expecting her to pull up in a flashy sports car, but a mini truck is surprising in its own way. It's certainly well suited to carrying all our beach gear, and probably useful for the school to have around, but...
軽トラだからと侮っちゃいけないのよ。
What?
クラス唯一のスーパーチャージャーを搭載した4気筒 SOHC エンジン。
What?
前輪はマクファーソンストラット、後輪はセミトレーリングアームの4輪独立剣か。
What?
フロントグリルに燦然と輝く6連星は WRC で培われたテクノロジーが惜しみなくフィードバックされた証なのよさ。
What?
あとはデフロックがついてれば最高なんだけどね。
What? The hell are you people talking about? A mini truck is a mini truck, right? But even as I'm silently belittling the squat little vehicle, something catches my eye. Michiru, her change of clothes complete, is standing stock still at my side and her teeth are chattering violently. What? The sambar from hell? I don't get it. For a vehicle from hell, it looks an awful lot like your average Nubaru Yanbar. The body's still like new, so I'm having a hard time picturing it as a cursed vehicle whose previous owners died mysterious deaths. Uh-oh. But when Amane asks for a companion, there's no immediate volunteer. The others exchange silent looks. What's wrong? Why is everyone avoiding eye contact with Amane? So, no Michiru and no Sakaki, I'm guessing. Chizuru looks really perplexed as well. In the bed of that? Oh no, she's... Hey Sachi, tell me, is Amane an irredeemably terrible driver? Something tells me that this car that they hammed up to be this car is gonna be the reason why. That a fact. Really? In that case, why has all the color drained from Michiru's face at the mere thought of riding with her? Well, it makes sense to have the smaller people sit in the vehicle that has to seat 5 of us. Alright, Makina and Sachi, go ahead and get in the principal's car. Is it choice? How on earth does Amane drive to inspire such violent rejection? I don't get it, but there's a siren going off in my mind. My cowardly instinct for self-preservation is screaming, "Don't get in that truck!" I see, alright. Let's decide this with a nice impartial rock, paper, scissors match. That way nobody's left with any hard feelings. Don't be ridiculous. Alright, here goes. Rock! I have no idea what just short-circuited at Michiru's brain. The instant the word rock was out of her mouth, she vigorously threw out scissors. I was just doing the rock, paper, scissors part. What are you jumping the gun for? Wait, what? Wait, Amane, you're not talking like a person who's gonna be having a nice casual drive to the beach where we're all gonna hang out together, but as a person who's going to race there. This is called PTSD, you guys. This is what it looks like. Hashtag RIP Michiru. Did she fall out last time? She fell off the back of the truck? At that moment, I thought I understood the nature of Michiru's trauma, but I was still badly underestimating the full terror of Amane's driving. I would come to understand the truth later that day. A little while into a pleasant journey to the beach, our two-vehicle convoy was weaving its way down a winding coastal road.
いやー、いい天気だね。絶好の海水浴日和じゃない？ねえ、みちる、あんた日焼け止めしてきた？今のうちにしておかないと窓側の腕だけ日焼けするよ。
No car crashes because both Michiru and Amane would be dead. That'd be bad.
うるさいわね。おとなしく前見て運転しなさいよ。そんな必死に捕まらなくたって大丈夫よ。今日は学園長の車も一緒だし、のんびり走ってるじゃない。
Oh. But just then, a flashy sports car roars noisily up behind Amane's mini truck and begins to tailgate.
なんか元気なのが来ちゃったな。うざいから道譲っちゃおうか。
I mean, that's true. Amane does have some airbags.
そうしよう。それがいいわ。相手にしちゃダメよ。いい？わかってるわよ。
As Amane flips on a turn signal and begins to pull over to the left, the sports car instantly pushes his way past her truck on the right, flashing its hazard lights in greeting. But rather than pulling back into its lane, the sports car continues to power its way forward on the wrong side of the road, jumping past the principal's car as well. The car pushes its way sharply in front of the principal just as she's about to round the curve. She's forced to jam on the brakes hard enough to send up white smoke from her tires, leaving her car shaking unsteadily from side to side.
鬱陶しいから一気に抜きたかったんだろうけど、むちゃくちゃだな。ああいう子ってさ、自分が下手くそだってことに気がついてないんだね。
How's it going, Armando? And what?
そうね。車は安全運転が一番よね。
Something tells me Amane is about to teach them a lesson.
ねえ、みちる。ああいう子には、あんた下手くそだよって。誰かが教えてあげた方がいいよね。
Uh-oh.
ちょっと、あまね、やめてよ。何する気？だから教育？あんまおちょけ取ると死んでまうぞって教えてあげなきゃ。やめてよ。ちょっとだけだってば。ね？
Won't take a second, you say. Not waiting for a response, Amane steps on the clutch and begins to downshift, while giving the truck a little gas. She smoothly drops from 5th gear to 4th, then to 3rd. Next instant, she mashes down on the accelerator.
行くぞー！そーれ！
What is... The whine of the supercharger grows all the more shrill. The 4-cylinder SOHC engine screams in protest, and the soundbar savagely accelerates as if stung by a whip.
うるさいな。いいからほら、しっかり踏ん張ってないと頭でサイドウィンドウ割っちゃうよ。
The soundbar quickly flies past the principal's car, the needle of the RPM gauge mounted at the base of the A pillar soaring into the red zone within seconds.
ほら見えた。1800cc のタボ突き転がしといてケットラに追いつかれちゃダメじゃんね。えじゃないわよ。やめてって言ってるでしょ。追いついて何する気よ。ケットラにお尻つっつかれればへこむかと思ったんだけど。あらら、県外ナンバーか。譲ってくれる気はないみたいだし、抜いちゃおうか。
Oh no!
ちょっと抜くって嘘でしょ。
Michiru, I'm gonna give you advice. Don't stick your tongue out of your mouth. You're in for a ride.
この先の直線で横に出るよ。
Michiru's piteous, heart-rending screams fall on deaf ears. As soon as she reaches a straightaway, Amane jams the accelerator to the floor. The white mini truck accelerates like a bat out of hell, squeezing every drop of power from its engine. Its tires clawing at the hot asphalt. The soundbar surges forward. With the advantage of its light frame, Amane's truck smoothly pushes its way alongside the sports car in the blink of an eye. And running side by side, the two vehicles rush toward the hairpin curve at the end of the straightaway.
ツー のかな。この先のヘアピン、そのスピードで突っ込んだら死ぬぞ。
I think you say the same to you, Amane.
平気平気、任しときなって。こっちのが車重は軽いんだし負けないから。負ける負けないの話してないよね。ほらビビってアクセル抜いた。ダメじゃん、もっと突っ張れよ。ちょっとブレーキ。はあ、ある程度速度乗ってないとコーナーの途中で失速しちゃうよ。クリップはもっと奥に取って。ここギャー、2速に放り込みながらブレーキで姿勢作ったらアングル決めて、あとはベタ踏み。あらら参ったな。リアがリフトして跳ねちゃってるよ。このフロントヘビーはなんとかならないのかな。ちょっとミチル、あんた降りて荷台に乗りなさいよ。
I believe that Michiru said something about potentially getting thrown off the truck last time, right?
無茶言わないでっていうかやめて。横向いてる横向いてるって突っ込んじゃう。下ろして。
And everyone died that day.
平気だって。
In a striking contrast to Amane's carefree, almost bored tone of voice, the guardrail draws steadily closer outside Michiru's passenger seat window.
落ちる落ちる。だから平気だってば。アクセル踏んでるうちはちゃんと曲がってくから。ここでビビってアクセル抜いたらそれこそ落っこちるわよ。ほら出口が見えた。あらよっと。おっと立ち上がりで痛恨のシフトミス。かっちょ悪い。落ちなかった。奇跡。大丈夫だって言ってんじゃん。一度姿勢作ってアングル決めたらあとはハンドルから手を離しても勝手に曲がってくんだからさ。見てて。じゃあもう一回やるね。やるなー。ほらほら見てね、ほらほら。
No hands, no!
本当に手を離すな。このドアホ。ちゃんと前見て運転しろ。もうこの時点で自分が進んでいく方向は見えてるし。侵入ミスでライン外して落っこちるときはコーナー入った瞬間にわかるから、心配しなくても落ちる前にちゃんと落ちるよって言うわよ。うるせえ。
And everyone died that day. Let me reiterate.
ちょっとやだミチル、あんた泣いてんの？
The soundbar from hell, that white devil is no myth. And Amane manipulating that demon as though it were an extension of her limbs, makes her way to the beach, burning not only gallons of gasoline but years off Michiru's life. When our group arrives at the beach by means of the principal's safe, steady driving, we find the two of them waiting for us, their faces study in contrast. On one hand, Amane sticks her tongue playfully out of her mouth toward us, as to say, I kinda overdid it! And on the other hand, Michiru stands gazing into the distance with unfocused eyes, looking like the very picture of the Buddhist enlightened soul, as if nothing this world has to offer could ever frighten her again. From my perspective, in the principal's car, Amane's sudden acceleration had been a bit of a surprise, but we lost sight of her car almost immediately, so the incident didn't leave that strong of an impression at the time. When Michiru whispered those hoarse, toneless words, I understood that she had known hell, and would forever bear the scars to prove it. Wow. Oh my god, that was beautiful! Oh man. Blazing sun, harsh enough to burn the skin, salty sea air, thick enough to choke on, for a bunch of greenhouse flowers isolated in a sheltered campus. Occasional stimulation of this sort is probably a healthy thing. After unpacking our things from the cars, I set up at a beach towel umbrella to establish a base camp. A few feet away, Michiru sits motionless on the burning sand, limp as a rag doll. And she has now gained 20 years on her life, or 100, I don't know. It's all too apparent that the ferocious horizontal G-forces and rapid shifts in momentum she experienced inside Amane's White Devil jarred Michiru's internal organs. Her powerless, insipid smile suggests the possibility of brain damage. She resembles nothing so much as a soldier wasting away from dengue fever. Her glazed eyes seem to be fixed on the gate to Nirvana. It's a truly pitiful spectacle. I bite my lower lip and avert my eyes. Michiru, can you hear my voice? Call out to her, but there's no response. Fortunately, in the next moment, an experienced orderly appears to assume caretaking duties.
みちる様、まだご気分が優れませんか？
ああ、放っておいてすぐ元気になるから私のことは置いていって先に進んで
Man, poor Michiru. Amane is a bitch in heat. Drives like she's from initial D. Wait, what?
そうは申されましても、こんな場所でぼーっとしていては熱中症になってしまいますよ。せめて水着に着替えましょう。私が海の家までお連れいたしますから。
Bah. As Michiru mews like a dispirited goat, Sachi wraps both arms around her from behind and begins to drag her off across the beach like a sack of potatoes. A familiar scene by this point, Sachi's clearly pretty used to the job herself.
というわけで私たちは海の家で着替えてくるけど。
Yeah, I'll stay here and look after the stuff.
そう、じゃあすぐに戻るからお願いね。
Yeah, no problem. Got it. As a man, getting down to my swim trunks is a simple matter of taking off my outer clothes on the spot. I guess girls tend to want more privacy. Of course, might be pushing it a little bit to refer to the eldest member of our group as a girl. And there's a certain female cyborg among us who would probably respond to the words, "Let's get changed," with an immediate certainty, then instantly begin stripping off her maid uniform. Not to mention the shrimp who'd fling her hands in the air and cheerfully shout, "Take them off for me!" And rounding out the set, a ludicrously top-heavy, totally shameless big sister type, who'd turn putting on her swimsuit into a free show for every male on the beach. Now that I think about it, Sakaki actually seems like the most normal of the bunch. Weird. How strange.
私が何か？
That didn't take long. This is Sakaki Yumiko, Yahama's exemplar of normality.
何それ？皮肉のつもり？
No, you actually are the most normal. No, that's honestly what I think. Basically, you're not much fun, a sober woman right down to the design of your swimsuit. But that honestly is what suits you best. You look good.
あなたに言われなくても地味なのは自分で理解しているの？そうやってバカにしていればいいのに。
Wasn't my intention to make fun of you. I said you look good, didn't I?
地味で面白みがないって言ったわ。
What's wrong with sober? You're not wearing the swimsuit to get laughs, are you? That look fits you perfectly, Sakaki.
そうならいいよ。
And now Sakaki will be twirling in the mirror again later, guys. Oh hey, what? Hold on, where are you going all of a sudden?
何？
We're not on school grounds today, so everyone's acting as a group. Don't just wander off by yourself.
海の家でサマーベッドを借りたから向こうの木陰で本を読むわ。
Sakaki, we came all the way out to the beach, right? You can read whenever you want.
これからみんなで何かをするの？
No, nothing set in stone yet, but...
決まったら呼んでちょうだい。
She wins this round. Hey, guess the change of location isn't enough to get that girl to play well with others.
あれは照れてるんじゃないかな。
A little shy, huh? Why would she be?
ユージが水着を褒めたりするからだよ。
Oh, I see. Incidentally, care to explain that thing? Looking to get laughs?
変かなこれ。
I'm not sure if that's the right word, but just what kind of a swimsuit is that? No, does that thing even qualify as a swimsuit? In the first place, seems more like a few pieces of string.
ああ、確かに欠陥品かも。これ動くと横から胸がこぼれちゃうのよね。
That's because you're wearing it so loosely. Why don't you tighten up the top?
それがさ、あんまりきつく縛るとこう おっぱいがボヨッとはみ出すっていうか、なんか無駄にエロくなるっていうか、お歳暮のハムみたいだしさ。
Well, in your case, I guess anything but a sexy swimsuit would have felt like a letdown in terms of character consistency.
でしょ？ねえ、どう？似合ってる？
Well, yes, it's certainly an appropriate choice, to the point that it's hard to imagine anybody but you wearing it. That's really nothing to giggle about. Wait, I'm on it. You started snacking already?
ああ、これ？海の家で着替え終わって出てきたら、お店の人がタダでくれたんだもの。焼きとうもろこし食べる？
Gentlemen, behold, corn! Tell me, why do you always eat round-shaped things, like you're auditioning for a softcore porno? Do you really need to lick and slurp your way around it with that dirty gleam in your eye?
エッチな顔してるかな？
You're doing it right now, girl. Alright, try eating some. We'll do a little test. Amina's slightly plump lips crawl across the surface of the corn. Every once in a while, with a light pant of breath through her nose, she sinks her teeth in with an expression of ecstasy. This is what we pay for, right? This is what I pay for when we play this game, right, guys? Hold on, Amina. Take a look around you. Amina's white teeth peek out from between her pink lips as she separates her mouth from the corn with a wet pop. Looking around her, she finds every male nearby red from ear to ear, stealthily shooting glances in her direction. Because you're a bitch in heat! Because you're eating that thing in a very weird way. Make a nun blush! Look, you. I was tiptoeing around that for a reason. About a little sympathy for all the poor guys who just jerked their eyes away awkwardly. Maka, I don't care. Those guys were staring. Let's call them out. Hey, you. That's right. Can't make eye contact. Black, is it? Pretty bold color selection. Of course, Amane would have that just in her collection somewhere. Yeah, sure. Well, it's not that big of a problem in Makina's case, but I really think you should have chosen something with a little more cloth, Amane. Yeah, seriously. And even as you speak, your tits begin to fall out of your top. Get back in there! As for Makina, your stomach is kind of poking out there, you know. Well, I guess that is more your style, Makina, so it's all good. Where's that ominous sound coming from? Sounds like something dragging itself across the sand and that moan of bitter woe. What on earth? I swear, man, I keep watching the viewing count go up every single time there's like swimsuits and boobs. What's wrong with you people? Don't puke rainbows out on here, Michiro. Those are not the eyes of somebody who's looking forward to swimming. Michiru takes one quavering step forward, then crumbles on the spot. Without missing a beat, she begins to crawl her way towards the water, clawing the sandy beach for traction. What is it about the sea that drives her to such lengths? Oh, so that was the sideways glance men that was staring at her eat, huh? Umi!
すごい執念ね。
You know, Amane, you're the reason why she's like that. Having come to the beach, I think she feels obligated to enjoy it to the fullest, even if it literally kills her. For long, Michiru's strength fails her, and her valiant struggle comes to a halt. Lying flat on her side, she begins to gnash her teeth and bewail her weakness. She is literally crying.
チルチル泣いてるのよさ。なんだろうこの騎士官。こんなシーンを以前どこかで見たような。
Sadly, it's a normal occurrence now.
それはきっと先週のレイブ教授のアメイジングアニマルで番組後半にやってたウミガメの産卵のシーンじゃないかな。
Oh.
おーい、そうそう、それそれ。卵を産み終えたウミガメのお母さんが海に帰るシーンにそっくりなのよさ。チルチル頑張って。
You can do it!
私ウミガメじゃないわよ。産んでうまーん。だから私はガメじゃないってのよ。
みちる様、何か私にお手伝いできることはないですか？
Let's help her get to the sea.
情けは無用よ。私は意地でも自力で海へ。おお、なかなかの根性な。じゃあチルチルのことはほっといて、私たちはいち早く海を堪能するのよさ。
Alright.
待ってマキちゃん、若い人は元気があっていいわね。
And she's totally here to have fun too. Come on, Chizuru, you're still young yourself.
またそんな見えすいたお世辞を言って。
What? You don't want my flattery? So it's less work for me, so no skin off my nose.
どうしてそういう意地悪を言うんです？
Because, Tachibana and Chizuru, it is fun for Yuji. Sorry, that wasn't my real intention. Truth is, I've always been the childish sort of guy who teases girls to try to get their attention. Haven't grown out of it yet.
ずるい子。
Guilty as charged.
おーい、ユージー。ほら、呼んでるわよ。行ってきたら。
You aren't going to swim, Chizuru?
私はいいわ。荷物番してるから、あなたは行ってきなさいな。
Always need to have that one person designated to watch the stuff. It's true. But I'm the one who invited you to the beach. Doesn't really seem right to just leave you alone.
教員相手に真面目な顔してそういうこと言わないの。
Not trying to be pushy here, but my master always told me to give women two chances to say yes. Why don't we swim together, Chizuru?
私、泳げないのよ。
Want me to teach you?
嬉しいけど、それはまた今度ね。
Alright, in that case, I'll see you later.
はい、いってらっしゃい。
She's officially our chaperone, and I guess it's understandable that she can't romp around with her students. But we came all this way out to this nice beach, right? I don't think anyone will complain if she floated around a bit. But when I look back, the principal sitting under the beach parasol with one arm wrapped around her knees, fluttering a hand to urge me away. With a small shrug, I turned my back on her and head for the sea.
学園長の方はもういいの？
Stop nutting. Not a problem. I'll give her a nice pat on the ass later. More importantly, did you need me for something?
ねえユージ、あんた泳げる？
Absolutely. Well enough.
どのぐらいのレベルで？
Kind of hard to say exactly. Let's see. I'm good enough to earn a C card diving qualification, I guess. When I was in America, I picked up a good number of diving credentials. Even after returning to Japan, I did a bit of rowboating training with a group of combat engineers. I'm nowhere near the level of specialized divers from the Special Ops branch, but for more typical purposes, there shouldn't be any problem with my ability to handle myself in water. It's been a while since I last swam in the ocean, but I don't anticipate any difficulties.
じゃあさ、マキナに水泳を教えてあげてくれないかな？
God damn it. I don't mind, but my lessons tend to be pretty severe, you know. How about you teach her instead, Amane?
いや、私もできればそうしたいんだけどね。
Oh yeah, your swimsuit. Well, what, you can't swim either?
泳げないっていうか、泳ぐと水着が脱げちゃうっていうか、ポロリとこぼれちゃうというか。
For future reference, a swimsuit should generally be something you're actually capable of swimming in.
私も油断してと海オツがポロリしちゃうのよさ。
You have no boobs. Stop lying. Yes, because the cloth barely has anything to catch on. Same problem I asked. You know, no shame shrimp.
湿気だな。これでも一応脇の下の全肉寄せ集めてんのよ。
Can you explain to me how I'm supposed to teach a girl anything when her swimsuit is going to fall off after a few strokes?
だからさ、軽くコツみたいなものをゆるっと教えてあげればそれでいいのよ。今日は遊びに来てんだから、あんま本気にならないでいいんじゃない？
Such carelessness has led many to a watery grave.
そうやって何でも真剣に向き合うのは悪いことじゃないけど、たまには何も考えずに遊んでみたらどうなの？
That's tough for him. Easier said than done.
まあまあ、とりあえず浮き輪もあるし、沖まで行こうよ。そしたら触らせてあげるのよ。
And why would I do that?
じゃあ私のも触らせてあげるからさ。ほらほら。
Hey, you're pushy woman.
貧乳だけどツンと上を向いたあたい。巨乳な上にエロいあたい。さあどっち？
Neither? I'm not going to decide anything.
つまり両方欲しいと。
もうお兄ちゃんから欲しがりね。エッチ。
Say what you want.
たどり着けないならせめて砂遊びだけでも満喫してやるんだから。
The best scenes of the beach are right here, guys. Venus, I don't think usually ever relax.
よろしいのですか？
何がよ。
Oh, damn. Sachi's coming in.
みちる様がそうして砂と戯れている間に風見さんはおっぱいにつられて行ってしまいますよ。
立って歩くこともできない状態で私にどうしろってのよ。
You have to go super tsundere too.
一言手を貸せと申し付けいただければすぐにでもお力添えできますが。
いいわよ。どうせ胸じゃあまねには勝てないし。
わかりました。みちる様がそこまでおっしゃられるのであればこの小峰幸喜んでみちる様の砂遊びに加わらせていただきます。
Aww.
サチ、こんなウミガメにも劣る私に優しくしてくれるなんて、あんたやっぱりいいやつだったのね。
Aww.
私のことはいいんです。それより頑張って原寸大プラハ城を作りましょう。
私も頑張ってプラハ城を作る。って原寸大？
プラハ城は現在のチェコ共和国にあるお城で
Oh, man. Yeah, no.
長さは約570メートル、平均幅は約130メートルで世界で最も古くて大きなお城の一つとしてギネスブックにも載っています。
Just in case you guys did not know.
それ作れるの？
大丈夫です。お城の外観は完璧に覚えてきましたから。
いや、そういう問題じゃなくてね。
Michiru goes from one hell to another hell.
さあみちる様、まずは下地となるフラッチャニの丘の再現から始めましょう。
You're gonna start with the foundation?
お願いだから作るのはもっと簡単なものにして。
Michiru died that day
ね
again.
もうだいぶ沖まで来たんだし、そろそろいいんじゃない？
Yeah, I guess you're right. Let's begin the swimming lesson. Yay! Swimming with Yuji! Yeah!
あ、そっち？
What's that supposed to mean? It is what we're out here for.
まあいいけど。
Okay, Makina, tell me, can you put your face underwater?
おい、そんぐらいは寮のお風呂で毎日やってんのよさ。あまね、ちょっと浮き輪持ってて。
いいけど何すんの？
見よ、必殺だるま浮き。
だるま浮きって何？
What? You don't know it? You learned that float in elementary school swimming class.
え、そうなの？うちの地元じゃそんなのやらなかったけどな。
どうなのよ。
Alright then, can you pull off a jellyfish float?
今度はクラゲ？
I was like, what? Where the turtle float involves pulling your knees to your chest, the jellyfish float has you dangle your limbs loosely down, like the corpse of an Indian soldier carried along the Yagachi River.
なんとなくわかるけど、他の言い方はなかったのかな。
It's like the dead man's float, guys. Alright, Machina, try to feel the bitter regrets and stubborn pride of a freedom fighter. Gunned down by the colonialists before your dream of an independent nation could be realized. Yes, good!
何がいいのかさっぱりわからないし、これって楽しいの？
Very fun. Okay, next up we'll do a dead man's float. This is a real dead man's float. Tuck your chin toward your chest, extend your limbs straight out, keep yourself horizontal, consciously keeping yourself slim and streamlined like you've become a submarine. Okay. Oh, looking pretty good. However, your butt's floating up a bit. Main tank, short blow. Take her down 16, up periscope. I like how she understands these directions too.
あのさ、泳ぎを教えてるんだよね。
Yes, what about it? Look at that. She's maintaining a beautiful horizontal. You float this well, it's just as good as swimming.
そうかな。
You seem dubious, Amane, but can you do the same? Kinda get the feeling you wouldn't be able to keep up this level of a float. What with those oversized ballast tanks?
何よそれ。
パイオツのことなのよさ。なんかお風呂に浮かべたザボンのようにでかいからバランス悪いのよ、きっと。
Yep.
まあ確かに足の方から沈むわね、私。
なんかさっきから顔出したまま平泳ぎしてるけど、もしかしてあんまね潜れない人？
いいでしょ、潜れなくても泳げれば。
It's true. You don't have to always swim with your face under the water.
あまねは脂肪が多いから沈まないのよさ。
Blubber.
脂肪って言うな、もう。
Meanwhile. Ah, look at this group. あ
ねえ榊さん、あなたさっきからそうしてずっと本を読んでいるけれど海には入らないの？
ええ、自分から進んで入ろうとは思いませんね。
あ。
どうして？誰かが誘ってくれるのを待っているの？
別にそういうわけではありませんし、誘われたところで何らかの理由をつけて断ると思います。
Oh, Sakaki's like surprisingly honest to the principal.
せっかく海に来たのに。
そうおっしゃられる学園長はなぜ海に入らないのですか？
私泳げないのよ。さすがにこの年でイリスさんと一緒にバタ足の練習をするわけにもいかないでしょ。
つまり技能的な問題で海には入れないというわけですね。
A technical obstacle.
そういうことになるかしらね。
私は精神的な問題で海には入りたくないんです。
Oh. She's just trying to find a reason to say, nope, I'm not going either.
精神的というと海に何か嫌な思い出でも？
Uh-oh, something tells me that Sakaki messed up.
いいね。温室育ちを自白するようで恥ずかしいのですが、ただ単純に海はなんだか不衛生な気がして入りたくないんです。
That's fair, that's fair. Dog pees in an ocean, after all.
それはなんだかわかるような気がするけど、だったら どうして海に行こうって話が出た時に反対しなかったのかしら。
Look at this. Chizuru and Sakaki are friends, guys.
それは普通に仲間意識というか、これでも一応わがままなお嬢様と思われないような努力をしているつもりです。
Sometimes you certainly don't, Sakaki. Pull out box cutters and everything on us.
一人で反発して品種を買うのも嫌だし、かといって仲間外れにされるのもごめんこうもると。
そうです。おかしいですか？
いいえ、ただあなたを見ているとなんだか昔の自分を見ているようで重はやいわね。
Aw, poor Chizuru. Missed out on your childhood.
子供じみた真似をしているという自覚があります。笑わないでください。
笑ってなんかいないわ。でもそうね、あなたには必殺の言葉を教えてあげましょう。
Oh, the legendary words of the principal of Miyama Academy.
必殺？
必殺。私が学生の頃友達に教わったのだけれど、結局一度も口にしたことはないわ。
Dun 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 dun.
一度も口にしたことがないのに必殺なんですか？
だからあなたが試してみてくれない？
Honor your fallen comrade, Sakaki. Use the words of power. Yeah, when's food happening? That's a good point.
今、あまねさんが車でお肉と野菜を買いに行ってるから、もう少し待ってね。
You know she's going to full throttle that all the way.
夕飯はバーベキューよね。本当に私は何もしないでいいの？はい、お任せください。
Yeah, come join us and eat, Chizuru.
ちょっとバーベキューはいいけどご飯は？私晩ご飯はお米がないと満足しないわよ。いろいろ体力使っちゃったからね。
Alright, see you, King.
それなら大丈夫です。今あちらで風見さんが飯盒でご飯を炊いてますから。
Of course, Yuji is cooking with the mess kit.
ああ、そうならいいけど、あいつちゃんと炊けるの？結構上手なのよ。へえ。
Yeah, Yuji's a survivalist, so doing this the bare minimum, he can definitely do it, no problem.
風見くん、何か手伝うことがあるかしら？
Oh, Sakaki. I'm fine, nothing to worry about here. I'm used to cooking rice outdoors.
飯盒一つなのね。
It's round, unlike the elliptical military models, so it can cook a full meal for 5. Even split between the 7 of us, it'll be around 235 grams each. Typical bowl of rice is maybe 150, so there should be more than enough.
そうね。
Yeah, that's pretty accurate. What is it? Still need me for something?
そうじゃないけど、私がいるとじゃね？
You're not in my way, but this isn't exactly interesting to watch, you know?
ええ、わかっているわ。
Yeah, I know. So it seems kind of boring. You're a strange one.
あなた、何でもできるのね。
Well, pretty much anyone can handle cooking rice in a simple aluminum mess kit.
見ていたけど、あなた泳ぎも随分と達者なようね。
Well, as much as the next guy, I guess. It's probably because I spent so much time in harsh circumstances where the ability to cook rice and swim competently are simply prerequisites for survival. But neither of these strike me as anything worth boasting about. Now that I think about it, it's been a while since the last time I swam in the sea for fun.
そうなの？なんだかあなた、アウトドアとか好きそうじゃない？普段は山が多いのかしら？
No, it's more that I spent time in the sea for work. But it's been longer since I took a swim for pleasure. Let's see, I guess the last time was a summer camp back when I was in middle school?
あなた、中学校はアメリカだったのでしょ？
Yeah, but either way, it's probably a little different from the sort of camp you're imagining, Sakaki.
どう違うの？
That's a little hard to explain, but... Alright, so at the end of my 6-month first term at the school, there was an exam to determine whether we'd be promoted from reserve student candidate to reserve student. One day our instructor gets a group together and says, in 1 week, we'll be taking a cruise to a southern island for a week of relaxing fun in the sun. A cruise might sound nice, but we were getting crammed into a ship carrying a bunch of reserve candidates from another branch. The boat was taking them out for naval training and dropping us off pretty much as an afterthought. So anyway, on the way to our destination, we stopped by a port to resupply on fuel. Happened to be a Navy base, so a bunch of students like us weren't allowed off the ship. They kept us waiting for hours at the mouth of the harbor. We arrived at the port in the morning. We were still sitting there late in the afternoon. It was just about this time of day, actually. So the sun starts to go down, and we're still standing in the mouth of the harbor with our anchor dropped. No idea how long they plan to keep us waiting. Might be here all night, you know? So we started preparing dinner. Of course, we're talking about making food for 100 people all at once. When the ship's sailing, the ventilation's fine. When you're sitting there anchored, that's not the case. The warm air from the cooking made the interior of the ship unbearably hot in no time at all. Our entire cruise group, along with all the naval guys who weren't on duty, came out on deck in a desperate attempt to get a little cool. This was a southern island, right near the equator, so it was hardly any improvement. At that point, our squad leader pressed the instructors for permission to swim and managed to get the okay. So everyone jumped into the sea from the deck and played around for a while.
それがあなたが海で最後に遊んだ思い出？
That's also quite the story. Whoa, Yuji. Yeah, I guess so.
だってその後キャンプに行ったのでしょ？そこでは遊泳はしなかったの？
Didn't really have time to play around at that camp. They dropped us off at some uninhabited and anonymous island surrounded by rocks. There wasn't a decent bit of level ground on the entire barren island, let alone the sandy beach. They loaded us on a launch with our personal equipment and some chickens, then dropped us off there for our fun in the sun.
鶏？
Live ones, as rations. Place didn't have much in the way of water, let alone food, so they released 20 birds. Told us to do what we wanted with them, capture them, make them lay eggs, snap their necks, and eat them raw, whatever.
中学生にしては随分と過酷なサマーキャンプね。
Yeah, Yuji doesn't look like he had much of a normal childhood. You think? People did give up and fail the test, but it was pretty rare for anyone to die, so our instructors always said it was practically a vacation.
少なくとも私には絶対に無理だわ。そんな環境。
Yeah, you don't seem like you'd be particularly good at that sort of thing.
そうね。ものの数時間で音を上げる自信があるわ。
But yeah, you could last hours in that though? Now I think about it, maybe I should apologize for making you tag along on our little outdoor expedition today.
気にしないでいいわ。
You ended up not going into the water though. Looks like you were reading the whole time. Kind of wasted your time, didn't we?
いつもと違う環境というのはそれなりに価値があったと思うし、そもそも本当に嫌だったら最初から来ないわ。私はそういう女よ。
No, alright. True enough.
でも
But?
あなたがいなければ私は来なかったわ。きっと。
Did she just drop a... like what? I see, so it's my fault after all. Sorry, Sakaki.
いや、そういうことではなくて。
おー、ユージ、お肉と野菜買ってきたよ。ご飯はもう炊けた？
Amane! Yeah, it'll be cooked soon.
じゃあさ、そっち終わったらこっちのかまどに火を起こすの手伝ってくれる？
Fine, I'll be over in a minute. So, what were we talking about again? She loves him. Maybe. If you say so.
これが必殺ね。
What are you talking about?
学園長が未だに独身の理由がなんとなく分かったような気がしただけ。
Oh, it's the, I wouldn't have come out because of you line, probably. What? Where's this coming from?
なんでもないわ。
I've come to believe that the desire to talk in cryptic circles may be a defining characteristic of the female gender. Seems Sakaki is no exception to the general rule. Hey, stars! By the time we finish off our barbecue dinner, the day is beginning to grow dark in earnest. All of a sudden, Amane snaps her fingers, trots off to her mini truck, and opens the passenger door. Of course they have fireworks. It's a beach scene after all, guys. All the fan service in one. Fireworks.
さっき買い出しに行った時ついでに買っておいたの忘れるところだったわ。ねえアマネ、ロケットは？ロケット花火ないの？
Aww, look at this. Everyone's like happy, and Makina's playing with a sparkler, and Chizuru's lecturing them in the background there, and Sachi's about to set one off, and Michiru looks really happy there in the other side of the background, and in the forefront we have Sakaki here too. Ew, says Kasarola. Wrecked.
花火といえばロケットでしょうよ。なんで買ってこないのよ。
Yo, where's Yuji in this scene?
あんた去年の夏も同じこと言って危ないからやめなさいって言ったのにロケット花火の大量同時点火して自爆したの覚えてないの？
I can see Michiru doing that. Like, oh yeah, let's throw all the rocks.
去年は去年。今年の私を去年の私と同じだと思ったら大間違いよ。何がどう変わったのかさっぱりわからないけど、とにかく今年は禁止。おとなしくドラゴンでもやってなさい。何を？ねえちょっとユージ、あんた男なんだからわかるわよね。花火といえばロケット。爆発しないで何が花火よ。そう思わない？
To be honest, I'm not a big fan of explosions. I'd rather stick to safe fireworks. Psychological trauma might be overstating things, but when there's a sudden barrage of harsh cracks and pops nearby, I can hear the screams of ghosts burned into my ears a long time ago. And when someone sets off a flashy skyrocket in the dark night sky, it's hard to resist an instinctive urge to throw myself flat to the ground and crawl for cover. Unlike the distinct, sugary, sweet smell of Semtex and HMX, the odor of fireworks is reminiscent of gunpowder, so every time I catch a whiff, memories of the muddy jungle flood back into my head. I recall the taste of blood like scorched iron on my tongue. Can't help but slightly furrow my brow. Wow. Come to think of it, you're strangely quiet, Makina. I like to think this sort of thing would be right up your alley. Well, it's okay, Makina, because apparently, according to the CG, Amane is going to play with you. Don't worry, the ones you hold in your hand are perfectly safe. Want to give it a try? The skyrocket Sachi ended up preparing faintly colored the night sky one after another, burning light after images into our retinas. This time, the sharp aroma of hydrogen sulfide that reaches my nose doesn't seem as bad as all that. Probably because of the smiles and laughter of my classmates as they watch the sky at my side. I wish this could last forever. Will that childish hope vanish as quickly as the blaze of a firework in the night sky? In the night? Even then, I don't think I'll forget this moment. I certainly have it saved in my CGs, you know. I don't think I'll ever forget that there was a time in my life when everything was peaceful and warm. As long as I have that memory, I think I'll be able to go on living. Oh, that's kind of depressing.
ご苦労様。さて、花火も終わったし、帰ろっか。私たちの学園に。
Yeah.
そうね。そろそろ戻りましょうか。普段の私たちに。
Yeah, everyday lives.
それはいいけど、帰りは私、天音の隣はもう嫌よ。そんなに嫌わなくても傷つくな。帰りは上りだからちゃんとおとなしく運転するわよ。
Something tells me the moment someone cuts you off on my end, that's not gonna be true. Want me to ride with you?
いいね。そのまま二人でどっか行っちゃおうか。やめなさいって。ちょうどよくマキナが寝てるから、あんたはマキナ乗せて帰りなさい。なんだよもう、冗談じゃない。そないケンケン怒らんでも。
Michiru's actually very transparent about the fact that she clearly likes Yuji, though, and it's kind of funny that like he just doesn't see it. She's just like, you're gonna steal him away from us.
学園長まで私をビッチ扱い？
Amane is a bitch and he. Called out by the principal. Man. I was driven to this place by a vague impatience, the desire for something. But even now I haven't pinned down exactly what I'm looking for. Not knowing what I want, it's impossible to find a clear path forward. But in that brief moment on the beach, as transitory as the glow of the sparklers in our hands, I forgot all about that. I forgot to be anxious, frustrated. I forgot that I'm stumbling in fog. And on the return trip, the cool wind quietly blowing through the lowered car window feels strangely refreshing. The soothing touch of the air on my sunburned face feels almost like a caress. For some reason that I can't express in words, makes me feel that it's too early to give up hope. Aww. Oh, that was nice. That was nice. Had a good and happy ending. I think that's a good place to call it. You know. Even for a crazy soldier like Yuji, there comes these moments where you can truly enjoy yourself. And I think that's true for all of us. So take the time, you know, just find that moment and just so enjoy it for a few seconds even. Alright guys, and this animefanrk2k, thank you very much for showing up to the Monday Night Livestream. I hope to see you again next week at 7 p.m. Eastern Daylight Saving Time for another Monday Night Livestream. Same day, same time at 7 p.m. So, and this is animefanrk2k. See ya, and whatever else. Peace!